T-spine cars. So my preferred way of doing a T-spine car is to have my knees nice and wide. I have my toes tucked. My glutes are engaged. I've pushed my pelvis forward and done a little bit of a tilt, so I have core engagement. I like wrapping my arms around my body. You can hold a pillow, a yoga block, whatever, if you want to, for a little bit of extra tension. I want you to try to protract those shoulders so they're not tucked in. We're really trying to extend them so we get the scaps to really be out of the way so we can get T-spine. So we want to try to have elbows below the shoulders, all of this engagement, a little bit of tension, so we're squeezing ourselves or hugging ourselves as tight as we can. We're going to go into a little bit of flexion. We're going to rotate towards the hip. We're going to tilt back towards the shoulder. We're going to rainbow up and over to the other side. Having tilted back on this side, we're going to have to untilt, unrotate, and then we're going to go back in the same direction. Towards the hip, tilt to the back shoulder, up and over, untilt, unrotate. Now, you will have to find and you will be able to scan for your end ranges because it's going to look very different from person to person. When we come forward into our flexion, we want to make sure that we are not folding our entire spine down. We're really trying to roll at the top. You'll feel when you get to an end point and you have to compromise your lower spine or your hips shift backwards. As we rotate towards a hip, you're going to realize you can't rotate anymore once you get to a certain angle. That's your end range. From that block, then we will tip back. You will reach a point where you can't tip back any farther. That's the end range. We're going to come up and over to the other side, making sure that we're using as much as we can the upper portion of our back. The lumbar spine will help a little bit, but it isn't responsible for the entire movement here. When we get to the other side, we're going to untilt and untwist. You can add breathing in here to kind of expand in between. So as you rotate towards the hip, nice deep inhale, we're sending all that air into the side of the body. As we tilt backwards, nice deep breath, sending all that air in here. Rotate up and over, tilting on the other side. Fill the air and open up the other side of the body.